What's happening, ladies and gents? It's your boy, the Vanslap. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's very early in the morning. I'm recording the intro to today's video. Yes, the same day this video is coming out, the same day I'm recording this video, this opening part of the video at least. And you know what? It's been a journey. It has been an absolute wild journey. We got the last 3 games in the Chilean First League. Hopefully, there's some good news at the end of it. You guys need to stay tuned. Leave a comment or 2 down below and run that intro. Well, we've reached the climax of the AFP Plan Vital First League in Chile. We are currently sitting in 4th. There's 3 games left of the season, and we are 6 points from securing continental football. It might not be top-end football, but it might be the second continental football that we're going for. Because as it stands, we're on 46, Everton's on 46, Huachipato is on 46, O'Higgins on 44, and Union Española on 42. We're also 6 points clear of Audax Italiano. So essentially a win here against Universidad Católica, who are chilling in 3rd place, could essentially mean we qualify for top 8. I mean, a win here would put us into 3rd place as well, so it puts us into a nice, good contention. But that's the first game we have for you. Second game we have for you, it is the Deportives Limache. We're taking them on. They currently sitting in 16th place in the league. And then our final game against Laul themselves, Universidad de Chile, taking them on. It's going to be a tough one. Colo Colo have been crowned champions of Chile yet again, continuing their run of form and dominance that it is in the Chile. And of course, they used to have a closing opening stages. That has now gone out the window. It's now just a straightforward win-win situation. And, well, Colo Colo are now officially retaining their title. Hopefully, we can sneak into a 3rd spot place, but ideally, top 8 is where we're at. In terms of how we've done in the last few games, of course, we have played a couple of games since the 3-3 draw against Audax Italiano. We beat San Luis de Quillota 4-0 in our first outing there. We then did lose to Colo Colo 5-3. Unfortunately for that one, we were just completely outplayed. There was no 2 ways about it. And then against Crucio Unido, we did win this game 3-2. We were up 3-0 by 46 minutes, and then somehow conceded 2 goals in the last few minutes. It seems to be a thing that's happening where we go up early and then we concede towards the latter ends of the game. Against this game, though, we didn't go up early. We were just not in this game at all, to the point where a lot of our guys just didn't perform great enough. We do have a couple of injuries to talk about. 3, in fact. Edson out for the season. He has been absolutely fantastic for us in that centre-back position. He has been a real rock, and we're going to miss him. He's out for the rest of the season, 6 weeks. Of course, the rest of the season is literally happening within a week. We've got 3 games in a week, so it's all coming down to us. We waited like 2 months to get to these games, and then all of a sudden, all 3 in one game. The second one is our left back, Martinez, who I believe has been our best player this season. Freddy Martinez, finishing off the season with 8 assists. He was just 1 assist away from breaking Reyes' record of 9. Unfortunately, he's out for the rest of the season. And Roa, who had a sort of a resurgence of late, coming in late to the party as attacking midfielder. 6 played, 3 goals. He's out for the rest of the season. Other injuries, Penzola is fit to play, but probably won't feature. I brought him on as a sub in the last game, picked up a slight knock. Sen Hueza is also coming into the squad to replace the likes of Roa. I'll explain how we're all looking. So, Tejas in goal. Mora coming in to replace the injured Martinez on the left-hand side. Has slotted in on a few occasions. Not as good as Martinez this season, but can do the job. Carvajal will continue on the left-hand side of the defense. Espinoza will come back to his right-hand position where he normally played in the beginning of the season with Gutierrez. Not 100% fit, but I just don't want to play Eros there, so we're going to go with Gutierrez on the right. Sanueza will come into the center mid position, which means Bravo moves up to the attacking mid position. And then Menzies comes in on the left, dropping Gonzalez, who has been on good form, but Menzies did score a goal in the last game, so just weighing up the two. Elsewhere, Espinoza is back from his long-term injury, so he comes back to the squad, had a sub-appearance in the last game, got an assist, and on the left-hand side, Rivera back in the squad after his minor knock. Gama was in his place for a while. Not a good experiment at that point. And then up front, Reyes will chill there. I did give Gotti a run as a substitute in the last game. Didn't work out well, so the previous game was Pinzola where he got injured. So hopefully we can get away with a goal here of winning. Oh, we need 2 subs. We need 2 under 21s. I would have won. Who else is under 21? I think it's just Gomez left. Yeah. All right. Well, Gama, you will be sacrificed. He has been very, very poor indeed. But anyway, let's go to the game. First game of the last episode of the season. Hopefully we can come away with top 8. And we start off almost 10 minutes in with a... I just got caught into the game there. With a free kick deep into the back. Gutierrez put in the back of the net. Defenders are peeling for offsides. I think that's going to count. I didn't really see where an offsides could have been. Maybe on the back post, but Bravo with the free kick. Carvajal onside. I mean, maybe Reyes was offside there. I don't know. But it's going to count. It's going to count. We're going to top of the pile now in the 49ers, which means we do have a much better goal difference than Católica. So we will go in third for the time being. 1-0 up. Espinoza across to Menzies. Carvajal, who was up for the free kick, goes all the way back to Mora. Loses out to Navarro, but no one really to pounce on the good tackle from him. Carvajal to Espinoza, who's sort of been out of the squad lately with Edson's arrival. Gutierrez back to Espinoza. Back to Gutierrez. Espinoza. Trying to find his fellow namesake Espinoza on the right. Couldn't, but he wins it back. Bravo now pushing forward. The attacking midfield looking for Rivera. Brings it back to Sandhauser. Gutierrez! What a goal! Oh, that was nasty. That was absolutely nasty. Look at that finish. Goodness me. Woo! Take a step, son. What a... oh, goodness me. Oh, goal of the season. 100% goal of the season. If that's not goal of the season, I don't know what is. That is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Woo! That was beautiful. Oh, man. I'm still buzzing about that goal. That was... Gutierrez at his best. 2 goals from the wing-back, by the way, in this game in the first half. And, oh, that second goal. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Got me yawning here because I'm just... that was terrible words. Anyway, we've given the ball away. Minosi coming forward. I was going to say something very clever. I decided against it. Oyendale goes through. Good save from Mateus. Got that last-ditch effort in there. And Aravena going for the corner. Goes to the back post, looking for options. Finds Mateus as far as he can go. Closing in on the half. And I must say, we haven't really been the better side. They've been really piling on the pressure. And I'd like to go 2-0 up at halftime, but it looks like... oof. That was close. That was absolutely close. Halftime, it is 2-0 to us. Like I said, you can look at the stats. They have been literally all over us. We've just made it count when we've had the opportunities. We're going to keep going, though. No subs at halftime from either... well, they've made 2 swaps. They've made 1 swap. Their injured players come off. Cuevas has come on, and he's going to step up to take the corner right in the 36 seconds after the restart. And they've scored a goal. I suppose it was coming. It is a corner. We haven't conceded a corner in a while, but that goal was coming. They have been the better team. They have been piling on the pressure. You can look at that match momentum. It's been absolutely just devastating for us this half. And now they're coming again. Menzies wins it back, though. Trying to find options to try and bring the ball forward. Back to him. Goes to Mora. Goes all the way back to Mateus. He gives it across the board to Gutierrez, on a brace man. Can he put in a hat-trick? That would be something as a wing-back to get a hat-trick. Menzies, though, finds those through ball for Reyes. And it seems like that's what Reyes has been doing the last couple of games. Just can't seem to get any proper shots in. They've gone for long range. Mateus decides to punch it away, or header it, rather. I don't know what he was doing, but he's put on the pressure. Navarro comes in. Mateus gets the save there. That was a little bit too nerve-wracking for you. Another corner. This time Mateus makes the save. Okay. We need to try and not put on so much pressure on ourselves. We need to maybe make a swap or two. There's a free kick. Free kick in a dangerous position. Not liking this. Not liking this at all. Hate it when it takes so long to line it up. And that was close. That was absolutely close. Let's make some swaps after this highlight. Cuevas to Montes. Good tackling from Bravo. Referee says penalty. That's not a penalty. He definitely got the ball. He was ahead of the player. Come on, VAR. What is going on? Never a penalty. I don't think that was a penalty. I don't think that was a penalty at all. I think some match fixing might be involved here. I don't know. That looked very, very much legit to me. Let's make those swaps that I wanted to do. Menzies not playing great. We'll bring on Gonzalez to play in there. Espinoza still coming back from his injury. We'll bring on KO. Gutierrez, I'm going to take him off. Forgot to put on Morelos on the bench. You know, Gutierrez has to just play the full game, and maybe we'll give him Sanueza can come off. You know what? I'm going to play Gomez and put him as an attacking midfielder. KO can actually come in as an attacking midfielder. It's just been absolutely shocking today. Really has. I mean, that was not a penalty. Like I said, in fairness to Universidad Católica, they have been the better team, but that was not a penalty. Cuevas with the throw in. Católica bringing him back. Mateus gets the save. Asiato taking his time, looking for options, goes long, looking for KO, can't find KO, gives it away, and Palvacinho rather comes through, cuts inside, and Carvajal with the clearance. KO now through. We've got an opportunity. Can he launch the... He goes for the late pass, and Reyes is offside. I think it's not going to count. KO brings it back, hits the bar. Referee didn't raise the flag at all there. I really thought that might have been an offside position. That was a little bit shocking. You can see I've changed the averages positions in the passing maps. You can see how we like to pass around in the back, whereas they go much more direct route to the front. And it does help us a little bit in the mid to try and get those passes through the midfield and break them. Here comes Rivera. I don't even know what that was. I don't even know why are we doing this, guys, now? What was that, Rivera? Like, you had like 3 of the easiest passes to do, and you've picked the one that was almost impossible to literally no one. No one was there. Cuevas was through. It put our whole defense on the back foot. And they've won the game in the last 7 minutes. Ah, come on! I'm going to just demand more from this team, and I'm going to go a bit more attacking. Going for the long ball again. That hasn't proven to be a good one in the past. They've now pushed forward, taking the long-range effort. almost scored a fourth there against us. We need to just push forward a little bit. We're playing a little bit too deep in our own half at this point. We need to maybe push up a little bit more. But we're not going to get anything. We've lost our first game of the three, and this was the one that I desperately needed to win. Just to calm my nerves down a bit. Just say unlucky. We weren't good. We weren't good. Right, we've got another game, 3 days' time, taking on 16th place, bottom of the table. Hopefully this match can actually secure us a top 8 position. I mean, 6 points difference between us and, I mean, if they lose, or Ducks loses, then we've secured our spot. But, I mean, Limetsha already relegated. We need to do something. We'll see you guys in a few days. Right, ladies and gents, we're back for our next game. If there is a game that a suspension or injury to happen, I suppose it's this one. Bottom of the table clash. They're already relegated. Gutierrez is suspended for this game after picking up too many yellow cards in the season. Aros will come in there on the right-hand side. And you know what? I am going to make one other swap. Sennheiser is going to come off. Gonzalez is so bad on that right foot. You know what? I'm going to play Gonzalez in the attacking midfield and bring Bravo down. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go to the game. Playing at home. Last opportunity for some of these guys to secure continental football. Let's go to the game. And we start off the proper first highlight. Almost 15 minutes in. Mora to the back post looking for Reyes. Finds no one in particular. Bravo trying to bring it back in. Carvajal brings it forward. Mora looks for the wing to Rivera. Options in the box. Finds Menzies near post. Try to go in the box. No one was there. Spinoza brings it back in looking for Reyes. I'm giving one more last opportunity from Bravo. Bastian Bravo with a long-range effort. I mean, I know I said Gutierrez's goal in the previous game was goal of the season contender. This one is definitely up there as well. It was just touched it and then whacked it. Oh, that is good finish. That is a nasty finish as well. It's 1-0 and back on course to finish in the top 4. Of course, that is desperately what we need. This is our game in hand that we had. I didn't actually realize that we had a game in hand. I thought everybody had 3 games left. This game was actually postponed earlier in the season. And we almost scored a second there. So I kind of was over-worried for no reason. Especially the fact that there's not a game in hand because everybody else has played. I just saw that now. I think we're just the late kickoff. Okay, well, that helps. Zamorano looking for inspiration from the great Ivano Zamorano. I think his name is Ivano. There used to be a Chilean striker called Zamorano who was amazing. One of my favorite players ever growing up as well. Vasquez. Him and Marcelo Salas, if we remember those Chilean legends. Menzies now has some space. The Colombian moves forward to Rivera. He's got space on that wing, looking for Reyes in the box, and he finds Reyes, but a great last-ditch effort save from the keeper has allowed them to have a breakaway, but Mora was back to help out at the back. And just to confirm, this isn't a game in hand. Everybody else has played. We were the late kickoff. Gonzalez goes for goal! Moro Gonzalez with another direct free kick, making a statement that maybe he should be starting a little bit more, especially when it comes to set pieces. Wysocki could not make the effort to save that, and somehow we find ourselves 2-0 up. Other games are actually currently happening as well as we go, because I just saw Hachapio went ahead of us. They must have scored in their game. Yeah, they just scored in the 32nd minute. So there you go. It is still updating as we go on. It's not a late kickoff. You can see we've absolutely dominated Limache. We're going to keep an eye on that game, though, because that is the game that could determine if we come in 4th or not. Bravo now has opportunity to try and push forward with Espinoza. Back to Bravo, whose much more preferred role is that centre mid position. Not really did well as the attacking midfield in the last game. Kind of was not really on the field at all, to be completely honest. Gonzalez now moves forward. Mora easily reads his run. Carvajal to Bravo. Good ball to Espinoza. He's got options ahead of him. Decides not to take that option. Instead finds Bravo in some space. Rivera. Gun cut. Takes the shot instead. Hits the crossbar. Brings it back to him. Mora trying to do something in the defense. I think we're just all in shock and awe that we hit the crossbar. And now Limache on pushing forward with Vasquez. End-to-end stuff as he goes across to the back post. Carvajal with the header. And clears out the danger for the time being. But we sort of established a much more fluidity in this game than we did the previous one. The question is, can we keep it towards the end of the game is the big question. Because last game, the last 20 minutes, we absolutely just fell apart. Carvajal now trying to look for options. Finds Espinoza. Good ball across to Eros. He's really just playing for pride a little bit today. Has some good competition with Gutierrez. And he's given away chances there. Bravo with a great tackle. Gonzalez. Bravo, the two goal scorers linking up nicely. Finding Menzies, the third midfielder. And all three midfielders getting in on the score sheet now. It's 3-0. Menzies with a great little finish. Beautiful link-up play from Gonzalez and Bravo. And then Bravo with this cross. That is just absolutely brilliant. Menzies still had a lot of work to do there to control it and get the finish. 3-0 up. Come on, Ducks, get that equalizer. Let us go into that fourth place. Let's not rely on the final game of the season to try and get that top flight continental football. As it stands, though, we will be going into continental football. I am going to make some swaps. Guys are looking retired. Reyes has played absolutely terrible. Kevin come in there. Espinoza not playing great. Chao Mikael come in there. Just those two swaps for now. You know what, Bravo? You've played a great game. You're looking a bit tired. I'm going to bring on Sennheiser to play there. Just for the time being, just to give him a rest. We've got another game in 3 days' time. The final game in the season against Laul, who are honestly just playing for pride. They can't really get into that continental football. But you know what? We need to win it. We need to win it. We desperately do. Mora now trying to find Rivera, and he gets him. But his touch was too heavy then. Gets dispossessed. They've given the ball away. Mora has definitely stepped up since Martinez's injury. Sennheiser finds KO. KO brings it back to Gonzalez, and a good save from Wysocki. Just to keep them alive a little bit longer. 20 minutes left of the game. Eros now looking for options, gets dispossessed. Bit of confusion amongst the Limache players. Didn't know how to move that ball forward. Espinoza. Eros finds KO. Looking for options. KO coming down the wing. Cuts back to Sennheiser. Menzies, long-range effort, hits the crossbar. Escobar with the clearance. Back to Menzies. Eventually, they managed to clear their lines. And that was antagonizingly close for the team. Mora looking for Rivera. Back to Mora. Goes to the back post looking for Gonzalez. Looping header. He's looking feisty, Gonzalez, as their attacking midfielder. I think we might have found a new position for him, because he has looked extremely lively in this game. We're going to make another swap. Menzies looking a little bit tired out there. I don't have another centre mid to bring in. But what I am going to do is bring on Gomez and then swap Gomez and Gonzalez just to drop Gonzalez a little bit. And then KO can come back as the attacking midfielder. Play Gonzalez on the right. We're already getting that -5. I actually have not really forgotten about it. But Pacho just got equalized. We'll got dropped down to 45 points. So if none of the teams below us get -5 points, which I'm hoping they all do, because I'm sure some of them have played under 21s, then we will still qualify for continental competition. If all 4 of those teams, Union, Hispacho, O'Higgins, and whoever I can't remember, didn't see who the 4th one was, all have drop points, we will then get top flight continental football, which is what we're hoping for. There's Libertadores and Super Copa America, I think it was the 2. I think we want to be in Libertadores. That's the top one, if I'm not mistaken. They just scored a second one now again in the 94th minute. Doesn't matter. We win 3-0 as well. It is going to go to the last game of the season. I am hoping and praying that all the teams get -5 at the end of that season, just so we don't drop out of the top 8. Because if we are the only team that gets -5, which I will contest, because Colo Colo did have under 21 players. We saw that. We saw Nubelense had under 25 players as well. I didn't look at the rest, but I'm assuming everybody had at least 1 or 2 under 21s play a game or two. We all should be getting under -5. I think it's the dumbest rule ever. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 days for Universidad de Chile. Right, ladies and gents, this is a very interesting turn of events. Peñarol of Uruguay, one of the top teams in Uruguayan history, have offered me a job. You can see this. They are quite the formidable champions. Well, they've offered me an interview. This would be absolutely fantastic for me. They finished second in the league. I think the league is finished. Yeah, the league is finished. They finished second, so they won't have continental football. At least I don't think they get continental football. Two teams qualify for the Copa Bridgestone Libertadores, so they will have... Oh, this is not a bad one. A full Uruguayan squad, full big squad. Aged okay. A couple of youngsters in there, 17-year-old Lucas Santos. I hope they don't have stupid rules like you can't play under 21s. We'll look at all of that stuff. I'm going to do the job interview. And yeah, I mean, if we get this job, that is a great little move from us moving forward. Like I said, the only rules that we have in terms of jobs is if they offer us a job. I did notice that Boca Juniors has a job available. They haven't offered me the job. I wouldn't mind doing the Boca Juniors one. Elsewhere, Palmeiras, also a very good opportunity in Brazil. I did have a look at the others. Yangores is probably the best out of the Colombian side. Actually, was the only one I recognize. And then we've got De Montevideo and Peñarol, who are both very good teams. But I'd rather go with Peñarol. If they're offering me a job, I won't say no. Hey? Oh, that's interesting turn of events. Let me do the interview. I've rambled on. We still have a game, though. Right, ladies and gents, we're back for the final game of the season. I haven't heard anything back from Peñarol. This is the team that is going to start. Gutierrez is back in the squad on the right-hand side. Elsewhere, the only other swap that I've made is Kevin has come in to replace Reyes up front. I just feel like Reyes has been on really poor form, has scored 1 or 2 goals, but he's just not getting the proper results that we need. Going to the final game of the season, we need a victory. I kind of want to be in the top 4. We're going to keep eyes on the rest of the results. And the only one that we really need to keep an eye on is Hauchpeto. They need to maybe lose or draw, and we need to win to get in there. But I do have that idea of the -5. I've just got a gut feeling that a few teams probably won't get that -5. And if they don't, it does mean I don't get that continental football that I want. There's a kick-off highlight to start off the game. Never like these. Rivera, though, pickpockets the defender, gives it away then straight away, and now they're on attack. Espinosa does well. Kevin does even better to keep possession. Rivera now moving forward. Rivera to the near post looking for someone. Cesar was there to clear. Paez will go back, and now they're trying to play it out from the back, and they're moving the ball forward. Carvajal wins it back, keeps it in play nicely. Mora, Bravo, Gonzalez, who was on good form the previous game. Espinosa, Menzies. I was actually thinking of bringing KO for this game to start. Espinosa hasn't been great, but I want to give him one last run as that player. Last game of the season, Menzies! What a finish. Rivera brought it back down. Look at it just before it lands. Crisp shot. Man, our midfield can score goals. Ooh, I love that. That's what you love to see. I feel like this attacking player has given the likes of Menzies and Bravo, the Mazalan centre forward, a little bit more freedom, a little bit more oomph in that midfield. And it's provide some bangers today. It really, really has. Oh, what a goal. Sorry, that hurt my chest a little bit there. Of course, the other games are only happening late tomorrow. So at this stage, we are currently in 4th. We have to keep an eye on that Hitspacho game. I will play until that game happens. We see the final goal, goal tally, I guess. Rivera with the long-range effort, who's their final point tally is what I'm trying to say. My English was not Englishing it there. Maybe I should speak a little bit more Spanish, I think. Maybe then you guys will understand me better. I'll understand myself better in that one, in that regard. But good start so far to us. Universidad de Chile haven't been the best on form lately, sitting in 10th place, not really playing for anything. They can't really move up. Huerta with the long-range effort gets a good save in there from Mateus to prevent the goal from Rangers. The goal front from Chile, rather, to Universidad de Chile. Huerta looking for options, finds Rivera, goes to the back post to Cesar. Back post again, Huerta looking there. They're trying their best to try and break this defense. Menzies, though, just yaks it up front. And it's got Kevin decided not to chase that in the end. I don't understand why. But yeah, like I said, Universidad de Chile, unless they really don't have anything to play for, they really don't have anything to play for. It is 1-0 at the break. They're making an early sub. We're not making an early sub. We're going to continue on. Hopefully, just play the way we're playing. You know, we're doing well. We're doing well. Almost at the 60-minute mark, and we finally have a highlight in the second half, and we've given the ball away to Cesar, who's trying it all the way back to the more comfortable side of his team. I guess they've been coming down that right-hand side a little bit more. I can show you the heat map in a second, but good save from Mateus. Going to their left-hand side where we've been trying to attack a little bit from. Romero finding Huerta. Pereira, that's a penalty. Tackle from behind like that. Gonzalez gave away a penalty. I think that's his second time now. Was it Carvajal did the last one in the video? But that is a penalty. Yeah, Pereira will step up. This is a chance to equalize for Universidad de Chile. And he does equalize. And that kind of smashes out his first goal of the season. I hate when I see that. That's just annoys me a little bit. But yeah, they've scored a goal. And now we need to do something. We need to reply. We need to knuckle our heads down a little bit and do better. Of course, we've only scored a goal in the first opening minute of the game. We've got another kickoff highlight how we scored our goal originally. So maybe a good sign. Gutierrez looking for Espinosa, gets dispossessed, and Huerta has got so much space now. And he's found Catalan. He's going for the long-range effort. A little bit of indecisiveness there on the back by Gutierrez and Espinosa, and with that, I am going to make that stop. You can see their heat map focusing more now on the left-hand side. We've gone to the right-hand side, kind of switched it around. Bravo is injured, which is interesting. Espinosa off. I'm going to bring on Thomas to play there. Bravo is injured. Sanhueza can come in there. Kevin has been absolutely poor. So you know what? Reyes come in there. I think next season, maybe a striker that can take the step up into this league. I did rely on 3 strikers that haven't really played at this level. And unfortunately, all 3 of them never really took that big extra step up. Mistake from the defense, though. Reyes is through, though. Reyes finding Rivera, finding Menzies. Scored in the first minute of the game. Trying to score in the 69th minute of the game. And as it stands, though, we still stay 4th on goal difference. But then either way, we got to hope that Chipito lose before a draw would have been fine. But I'm hoping for another goal or something, anything in this game. A loss, yeah, would be absolutely horrible. Then there's no way we can finish 4th. Gomez going down the wing. Looking for options, goes low, finds its way to Reyes. And you know what? I've said he hasn't taken the step up. He's actually scored 17 goals this season which is quite remarkable. Just been on a bit poor form lately, but that steps up and showing the world that he can still score goals. I feel like a striker is still on the cards, though, when it comes to transfers next season. Reyes is 31 years old, so definitely looking for someone with a little bit more youth experience in the team. There's another corner. Is there going to be 3 before the end of the game? Menzies with the corner. Looking for options. Trying to go near post. Couldn't find anyone. Has another opportunity again. This time picks up Rivera. Nicholas Rivera. If there's someone that stepped up this team, it has been him on several occasions. Nicholas Rivera with a scream of a finish. It's 3-1, and suddenly we're looking like we're in charge again. We had a little bit of a incident with the penalty. We didn't look like we were controlling the game towards the second half, and somehow we've come back with a 3-1 towards the end. There's a kickoff highlight, though. Can it be 4 now with Reyes pickpocketing the defense? They've gotten the ball back. Romero with space on that wing. Mora, beautiful track back there from the defender, making a statement that maybe he should be a starter when it comes to this team, although Martinez has been a lot better. Huerta, though, on the right-hand side, passing Gutierrez completely, and he will score the goal. That was very poor defending from Gutierrez, though. Didn't track back. You can see Gutierrez chilling all the way up here. You should be back defending. We didn't have possession. I don't know why you were bursting down the wing. And Huerta with so much space on that right-hand side easily stops the goal. You know what? I think this game has actually been quite the roller coaster of effects. It should be coming to an end. It is going to come to an end. We are going to be winning this game. The big question is, what happens tomorrow? Do we finish 4th? Do we finish 5th? Who gets deducted points? Who doesn't get deducted points? I don't know any of these questions. We will find out. It says we've qualified for the Super Americana. Okay, that's the one just below top flight. That's like the Europa League when it comes. So we've at least qualified. We're going to finish at least 8th. Even with minus points, I guess. It's counted. Let's see what happens. I'm going to just click continue a few times, and then we'll see what happens with the league. So we're the only team that got deducted points. So I don't understand this rule. Why we weren't allowed to play under 21s. But we managed to then come 7th because of that rule. We would have been 5th. Yeah, we would have been 5th with 52 points. Somehow we lost 5 points and we go to 7th. I don't understand that rule. I need to go do some research on that rule. But we've got continental football, guys. Not the top flight football, but it is something, I guess. And it does help us in our cause. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We came in 7th in our first ever season in top flight football. I'm excited for what the future holds. Am I going to be at a new job when the next video comes around? We'll find out together. Well, I'm as confused as you are, guys. I don't know why I'm the only team that got -2. I literally went afterwards and checked every single team, and every single one of those teams played at least 1 or 2 under 21s. I looked at the rules, and there it stated the same thing, that no under 21 is allowed to play 0. They're allowed to play 0 minutes for 90 minutes of a game at 30%, which I'm not sure if that means they're only allowed to play 30% of a game, and then it doesn't count as minutes. If that's the case, then I completely messed that one up, because then I played them all. But from what I can see, everybody started at least 4 or 5 games, and I doubt they were making subs at 30 minutes. So I'm not sure how that all worked out. Anyway, that's for another day now. We need to try and focus on a transfer special moving into tomorrow's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a share, leave everything you need to do at the door, and come back on tomorrow. From me today, your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace. And of course, chicken grease.